Sorry, water signs. Don't you love when your storage runs out? Anyway, yeah, like the femme felt not good enough for this person based on this person's actions or lack of actions, right? And so the mask is like running in circles, being like, I meant everything I said. I'm in love with you. I can't stop thinking about you. Please don't end this. Please, I'm trying to hold on. Like, come light me up again. Like, I keep telling you, I keep telling you, I keep telling you, but you don't hear me, but you don't hear me, but you don't hear me. And here we go again. Here we go again. I fucked this up. But also, you have no idea how much I feel for you and how much I can feel you. And I can do this all night. I can think about you all night. I can try to feel this out all night because what else am I going to do? That is how the mask feels. You see right through me. Yeah, the mask definitely feels like this femme knows them in a way that not everybody else knows them. And the mask really actually, you know, for some of you, the mask, whoever's resonating with this particular story, the mask really wanted this femme to be able to see more and more of them because the mask really trusts this femme. Excuse me. And again, I love you and you don't even know it yet. Like, secret admirer vibes. Like I said, some of these stories could be linked in some way. Like they were a secret admirer for a while, and then all of a sudden they showed up at your door, and then shit hit the fan, and then boom, boom, boom. Here we are now. They really wanted. It didn't go how they would have it planned, but they really, 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 really times 100, times 1,000, times 10, really wanted this femme to know them even more. But they're stuck in this cycle. They are stuck in this cycle, and they are kicking themselves about it, and they've kind of just turned with their hood up and walked away because they feel hopeless. I'm not gonna lie. Keep me close, please. Like, yeah, this femme is definitely away. There's a story here where the femme is definitely away from this mask, whether no contact or distance or whatever it is, and this mask is just like, you have no idea, you know? Just please, like, there's literal begging here. Keep me close, please. Please. I can't stop thinking about you. Keep me close, please. And here, even more would keep me close. Tie me up. Like, they want to be, like, tied. Not even, like, tied up. They want to be, like, tied to you. You know? Like, I'm seeing a rope around two people. He wants this mask. I say he again. Don't mind the pronouns. It's just what flows out. But, you know, non-gender specific. But I see two people tied together in a rope. And that's, you know, that's how close this mask wants to be to this femme. This mask just is like, I gotta get closer. And I'm also hearing, I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. I gotta make it, gotta make it through. And I'm looking at the word through on the You See Right Through Me card. So there's something that this mask is going through. Again, I'm staring at the words no idea. And I'm seeing it from how I'm seeing it. I'll show you. So the card is you have no idea. But how I just saw it, if you can ignore the top card and just look at this bottom card. This is how I just saw it. It looks like it says I have no idea. This mask is going, for some of you, this mask in your connection is going through something so difficult because of this cycle that they don't even know how, and they don't even have like the idea of how they're going to get through it, but they know that they have to, or they know that they want to, or they know that they should, is what I'm hearing. There is a feeling of like giving up, like with the walking away. I feel like they feel like that's the best they can do right now because what are they going to do? You know? Beat the friggin' door down until they're in your house, and then you're just like, what? You know, the femme is like, excuse me, calling the cops now. You know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to be respectful of your distance, of your space, of your boundaries, of your resistance. They're trying to be respectful of all that. But they are going through something, and they're going through it a lot through the night. But pay attention, because if you are in no contact with this person, you know, for some of you, there is somehow, some way, they're going to show something, somehow, through it's like communication, but it's like it could be through 5D, meaning like kind of trying to dream of you or think of you or meditate on you, try to manifest you back to them kind of thing, like praying for you, that kind of thing. But they're going to be doing something that they hope that you end up seeing somehow. And I don't know if it's going to be like content on the internet or something, but again, if you're in no contact, it's very likely that you're not seeing this person's content. But it's like they're still going to be putting things out in a way like hoping that you'll see it, because this is not this card doesn't say tonight is the night that I'll tell you. This is the night that I'll show you. And normally I don't take that so literal, but this feels very literal for this particular situation where there's something that is going to be shown. They want to show it somehow. So I don't know how they're going to do that. But I'm seeing like, they definitely are having ideas. And look, I'm seeing no idea again. They don't really have the full idea yet, but they cannot stop thinking about you. That is point blank period. So, alright, let's hear from the femme, shall we? Alrighty. Femme in the present moment. Thank you, angels of love. Thank you, water signs. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for protecting this connection. Give it a little couple shuffles here. Alright, femme. Let's see how you're feeling in this present moment with this, the present energy with this connection in regards to love with this person. And with this new transition with Venus into Aries. So messages from the femme in the water sign collective in regards to this connection here on the spread. Messages of love in the present energy of the femme in this connection. Present energy of the femme in this connection. Water signs. Wow, they said keep them all. Alright. Keep going. Oh, I'm flicking things everywhere, yeah. Your emotions are all over the place. How you feel is all over the place. I just lost a card. But it did land in a bucket. So, goal. So maybe there is a goal you're achieving here, or will be achieving soon. Interesting. Any more from the femme? There's 2 more from the femme in this present moment, and this present energy with this connection. Water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Water sign collective. There's 2 more in here. Thank you, angels of love. Messages for this particular keep. Put it back, keep. Put it back, keep. Keep it, put it back. Okay. 1 more in here from the femme in this connection. Oh, there's 2 more. Okay. Check the bottom. Check the bottom. Check the bottom, angels. They said go ahead. Alright. Oh, I'm writing about you. Okay, so this femme is thinking about this mask almost just as much, if not a little bit less. I feel like y'all are gonna be shocked to hear that. But because, especially those of you who are in like a little disconnection with this mask, if you're the femme watching, I believe what I'm being shown is that yes, you are thinking about them a lot, but you still don't even know how much that this mask is thinking about you. This mask got no idea what to do about this. Alright. So femme, present energy. We got good God, you're warm. So yeah, you're writing about them. This is your overall energy for the present overall energy for this present. Wow, you're mixed. Okay, you're writing, but are the words coming out how you want them to? Interesting. Okay, so you're writing about them. You're thinking about them. You're getting it out, is what I'm hearing. So collectively, the femmes, water sign collective, the femme energy in this connection, whoever's watching, if this is you, if this is your partner, the femme energy here is trying to get it all out. Okay? I'm getting a sense for in order to walk away, right? Because they kind of noticed this mask kind of energy kind of walk away in a sense from this right now for a lot of you that were resonating with that storyline, because that's the one that seems to be continuing on most here right now. But it's for letting go, it's for getting it out, it's for health, it's for wealth. I'm hearing it's for like self health, wealth, and self. I mean, health, wealth, and self. I mean, that is big. That's big water sign energy. So yeah, I don't know. Good God, you're warm. I'm seeing like when you just kind of dip your body into like you know, again, water energy, but like you dip your body into like a pool or some sort of body of water that happens to be like that nice like warmth. Like it's not like a hot spring or like a hot tub, but it's just like, ooh, it's nice and warm. Maybe like a nice warm bath. But that's how this person like makes you feel still. Even though some things have gone down. But yeah, but for some of you there's another storyline here. When you're surprised by this secret admirer, going back to that storyline, it's going to be surprisingly delightful. You're going to be like, oh, wait, you feel that way about me? Oh, wait, I like this. And for those of you who had a connection with someone and they just haven't opened up completely, and they will be soon because y'all are still in connection, you're just like kind of like taking it slow, whatever. Once they do open up, it's not going to scare you. You're going to be like, ooh, I can get comfy in this. I'm seeing lots of comfort. And that feels like Pisces energy again. And then here we go. You can talk all you want. So, yes. Two things here. When someone is confessing your feelings to you, confessing their feelings to you about you, you're going to want to keep hearing them, right? I'm seeing these together, being like, ooh, tell me more, when that comes in. But also, I'm getting some resentful energy here for another group of you that's just like, that mask can talk all that mask wants to, but where is the show, is literally what I'm hearing. But where is, you can talk all you want, but where are your promises at? Because they are definitely promises, because it's been missing me. Like, you've missed me with that. You can miss me with that, is what I'm hearing. So, ooh, a little bit of a, again, this femme is either a fire sign and the mask is the water sign, or the femme has just some strong fire energy in there. It's very spicy. But also this could be, you know, this could just be a Cancer or a Scorpio getting a little feisty. That's all. I don't sense Pisces from the femme on this particular tone. But yeah, there's definitely some heat from like a sacred source of anger is what I'm hearing and feeling. It's about to go down. Yeah. So two things. When this person comes to you and says and shows and does all these things that they've been wanting to tell you and all this and that, that's the way it's going to be feeling. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, here it goes. Like, it is going down right now. It's going down in the DMs. It's going down in general. Like, something's happening. But also, for this femme that is dealing with a mask that upset them, and I'm hearing, like, deplored them? Like you were deplorable or something? Is that a word? That's what I'm hearing. That particular femme, if you're watching, is like, you know, there may be communication coming in or like trying to come in from the mask, and that femme is just like, you can talk all you want, but we finna fight. Really, because like when this femme sees those messages or, you know, whatever source of communication come in from this mask, this femme is gonna be like, oh really? Like, you know that TikTok that's like, for real? Or what? I know I'm gonna freaking not do it right, but it's like, oh really? That's how you feel? You know what I'm saying? It's like I think it was like an old Vine, and then now it's like coming back on TikTok or something. But anyway, yeah, like it's very much just like roll your eyes, like here we go, about to go down. And it's also like filling more fury into this femme. I'm feeling as well. Please be my last. So putting it right there beneath the good God you're warm card. Yeah, there's some of you when you get these feelings received from this person, from the secret admirer for some of you, or from I'm feeling more particularly the group of you that are dealing with someone who you have a connection with still currently, but it's not like signed, sealed, delivered. It's not written in stone. Like you guys didn't like carve it in stone yet, kind of thing. Once they really come forward and say how much you're on their mind and how much they love you and all that stuff, like, you're going to feel so comfortable and warm and mushy gushy just loviness with this person that you're actually going to, I don't know if you're going to say it, you might look them into their eyes and just be all watery and just be like, listen, marriage, please. Because you really are kind of tired of everything else. and you're so excited and so happy that this person is walking in, and you're just like, please be my last, but please make it last. I'm also feeling this resentful connection as well that we were picking up on. When this person communicates, yes, at first this femme is probably going to have all defenses up and be like, fine, what you gotta say, here we can go. But also at the same time be like, please, shall this femme, be considering giving this person another chance. I'm not even hearing second chance, I'm hearing like third chance. Like this is beyond second chance. The femme is just like, please make this last. You know what I mean? Like, make this last, because I'm trusting you in what you're saying. And this mask over here, like I said, like they were telling me before, they're like, this mask is gonna be like, I mean it. I hope you know I mean it. And this femme is like, I hope you do mean it, and I hope you make this last. Keep this energy up, because that's all you had to do. I have so much magic to find out. Yeah, so there's a lot left to find out about this person, and the femme is very interested in the mask, and the mask wants the femme to be interested in them. We were seeing that message earlier with the you see right through me. But yeah, the femme is like, I want to know more about you still. And putting this underneath the you can talk all you want, like, again, like on all fronts collectively, for the femmes in this water sign collective connection here, collectively, like on all fronts, this femme just really wants to hear from this mask and really just wants to find more out. Like, at the end of the day, that's what they really want, and they're not getting it, right? The femme isn't getting it, so the femme is just writing, it's just writing their thoughts out, because they're stuck in their head as well. It's interesting because the mask is saying holding on is so hard, but it feels like the femme is the one that's like really holding on, as far as like, I mean, the mask is holding on to their cycle, their struggle, their whatever's keeping them from moving forward with the next step. But the femme is really, really holding on to what could have been. I'm hearing what could have been. That's a song. Is that more Bryson Tiller? But anyway, so yeah. And so all the femme has been doing lately is just writing about this person, because that's all they can do. They can't control this mask. They can't make this mask come forward. And they can even read these cards on this spread, but still can't make this mask come forward. So we're going to keep going. Please go, right? So two things. I'm getting like the femme saying like, please, like, if this is what you're trying to do, if these cards on this mask spread, you really feel this way and you're really trying to do all this, please continue. Let's go. Bring it. Go on. Come on. Take the step. But this could also be more pain and resentment, right? While this femme is writing about this person, it's just about like, please just stop. I don't feel like there's like a horrifically bad, toxic, like, get the fuck out of my life energy for any of these storylines collectively, for the water sign collective at all. But there is this slight resentment and just pain, and so of course the pain is going to make you want the person to go away, and that could have been what led to, again, could have been, right? This could have been that could have been what led to the femme pulling away and possibly blocking and like disconnecting from this mask, and then this mask is just woo freaking out. Look, I'm in love. So I have so much magic to find out, and I'm in love. Okay, so having this here, I'm getting a couple things. I'm getting one, if there is a resentful femme here with this situation here, it is, I'm seeing the please go as like a third for this little trifecta I'm looking at here. This is like the femme being like, you know what, boy, bye, like mask bye. I have so much magic to find out about myself and in this life, and I am in love with what I'm doing. So skedaddle. And then in the meantime, in order to like actually heal, because like we can't heal that way, right? And femme knows that. But to actually heal, the femme is just writing it all out and just keeping it to themselves to maybe like use for whatever. Writing it and throwing away, writing it and turning it into a poem, writing it and turning it into something, whatever. But either way, there is a femme here that is just like, you know what, boy, bye. I'm in love with all this opportunity around me. I'm in love with myself. May have found new love, right? May have found new love, new passion somewhere else, either with another person or with doing something, or some sort of activity, dates and whatnot. I'm seeing hands holding hands, like maybe like some fresh blood, fresh meat. That's what I'm hearing. That's very interesting. That's quite Scorpio. Okay, anyway. And yeah, so I'm seeing that. I'm also seeing, for those of you that are rekindling this connection, or like learning new information, that this mask loves the femme so very much, and like really means it, and just wants this femme so much, and thinks about this femme so much, that this is the femme's perspective on the situation, being like, wow, this connection is like magic. I have so much more to find out about this person, and with this person, I'm in love. And saying, please go to like all the other suitors. That's another storyline here, is being like, all y'all in the roster, bye, because I'm in love now, and I'm trying to figure it out with my new or existing mask. So here we go. Don't rule me out. Yeah. So yeah, there is, this femme still low-key hopes that this mask is not like completely over them. And check this out. These are like twin cards right here, because remember, we have don't stop loving me on the mask side, and don't rule me out on this side. So again, when they were saying that, surprisingly, to the femme's surprise, the mask is actually thinking about the femme like 10 times more than the femme is thinking about the mask. Like, it just is what it is, even if it don't look that way. But also, at the same time, y'all are both in your heart, in your silence, in your zones, they're quiet little hidden little zones, being like, oh, I hope they didn't let me go all the way. I wasn't ready, and I'm still not ready to let go. Like this is what the femme would be saying, like, I am letting go, ready or not. I really hope and wish that this person would not rule me out like that, though. And the mask is just straight up feeling the same way, if not more insane. Just saying. Please come home. Yeah, again, low key, this femme, and this is a couple storylines too, but continuing on where we were, this femme that has been hurt by this mask, this femme is just like low key, just like, would you just come to mama? Would you just come here? Would you just come home? Let's talk. Let's something. We have so much magic to find out. We didn't even get to find out. I'm just writing journals about you now. Sounds like a lyric. Anyway, for those of you who are falling in love with the person coming forward, with how much they think about you and how in love they are with you, this is just your heart being like, come on down. Like, The Price is Right. Like, that's exactly the key to my heart. Come on down. Also, if you're at a distance from each other, and they're away for work or whatever it is, you're like, okay, come home now. Or if y'all fought, like if y'all lived together and y'all fought, so y'all went away for a little bit, like separated, it's gonna be like, come home. We can work this out. Dive into my heart. So yes, this feels very collective for all these storylines that we're seeing and hearing here. Yeah, the femme just wants this mask to just dive in. Don't be scared. Jump. Don't be scared. I know my heart runs deep. I know this ocean runs deep, okay? Sexual innuendo there as well. But, from a femme water sign perspective is what I'm getting here. The emotions that the femme has are so deep. And they know that. And they know it might seem a little scary. But they want a mask that will just dive in it. Dive in it. With no fear. Or with some, even if there is fear, but do it anyway. That's the kind of mask that this femme wants. And this mask is scared to death. This mask is so full of love, but horrified because he's stuck in this cycle he can't get out. And he has no idea. And again, you have no idea how terrified he is. Also, if this mask has strong fire sign placements, that could be also why this mask is so so afraid to dive into the waters of your heart, femme, if you're the femme watching, because this mask is like my fire. Like, they have a fire that they hold, and diving into your watery, delicious heart is frightening to a flame, right? So this happens. I also just feel called to show you this little, it looks like a little swan or a little duck, whatever I was called to draw there. I think it's supposed to be a swan or a duck, but also maybe there's something there. Swan, duck, yeah, swan dive. You just want someone to swan dive, boom, directly into your heart, like, with love, with a little bit of fear if you want, but like, it'd be nice if they weren't afraid. It'd be nice if they just really wanted to get in there and get to the bottom of everything and feel everything and just bask in your emotional self that you are. And it's interesting because typically you would be the one with the guard up, not allowing that to happen, but that's what you actually want. You're like, please come home and do that. Please. Okay? Like, I'm in love. Like, please. Please, please, please. Divine Femme. This is like, it just flipped over, but all of the cards say, in this side of the deck say Divine Femme on the back, but you are stepping into your divine femininity that is wanting to receive love. That's why you're not blocking it. That's why, if you're the femme watching, you've healed your masculine, or you've at least like done some healing on your masculine, and now you're over here on your divine feminine side of self, and that's the bag you're in right now, and you really, really want more out of it. Only love can save us, right? You want so badly, you wish you could, if you're the femme watching, you wish you could convince this mask that is the truth, because you feel it is the truth. This is how you feel in this present energy with this connection. You feel like the only thing that's going to get y'all through this, oh my gosh, sitting here wondering he's sitting here wondering what's going to get him through this, the mask is, and you're over here, the femme, if you're watching, the femme's over here like, the only thing that's going to get us through this is love, is loving each other. So dive in it with me, please. Dive into my heart, please. In love, please. And then goodbye, my love, until next time. I feel like this is the preface to, what led to you, what led to the femme to just end up taking it to journaling and writing and stuff like that, because the femme noticed the mask, put the hood up, and kind of walk away because of whatever the fuck they can't seem to get themselves out of. And no matter what convincing you tried to do of how much love you have for this person, and how much love can heal, and how much y'all's love in particular can heal one another and heal together and really just like raise each other up, I'm hearing, they still walked away because whatever the fuck that is wrong with them, to be honest. I mean, that's the only way I can really say it. And they don't really have any fucking idea what's wrong with them either. So it's like, you kind of know, the femme kind of knows that this is not the end, but this is goodbye right now, because the femme not only can't take it anymore, but what more can the femme do? And so therefore, this particular femme, if you're resonating with this, just goes and finds magic elsewhere and tries to be in love with something else, somewhere else, anything else, but low key. Be writing them notes about this mask, because it ain't over. This until next time. I mean, femme knows deep down. Femme's intuitive. Knows deep down this ain't, there's gonna be a next time. Don't know how. Don't know if there should be. Don't know if they want there to be. But knows that there will be. And if the femme is watching this and doesn't know that, just know that's the way it is. Okay, sorry. Alright. So let's talk about near future in this connection. So, time frame? 2 to 4 weeks. So from whenever you're watching this, 2 to 4 weeks from then. Or you could go off of the date of this video, depending on when you're watching this. If you're watching this 3 years from now, then pick up from where you are, not from the date of the video. Just a little tidbit. Anyway, I just want to continue and continue from there and say, I just thank you all for watching. Wherever you are, whoever you are, whenever you're watching this, thank you so much for being here. I really, truly love you. And that is me, and also that is some channeling, because someone really, truly love you. We see that. Excuse me. One thing's for sure about this connection here is that there's mutual love here, but there's not mutual expression of that love, and that's what's fucking it up. That's what they're telling me. So, I want to, Angels of Love, thank you so much for helping me channel this, channel these messages for the Water Sign Collective. Are we going to pull from the Femme or the Mask deck first in regards to the near future energy of this connection? Femme or Mask first for near future? Femme or Mask first? Mask first? Alright, let's see what's going to happen with Mask in the near future in regards to this connection for the Water Sign Collective. 2 to 4 weeks, okay? 2 to 4 weeks. Let's see here. And I know a lot of y'all are like, why the fuck would I wait? A lot of y'all femmes out there, I hear it. Why the fuck would I wait? Hey, it's your choice, but I'm just giving the messages because I was called to, baby. That's all I'm doing. I want to give all y'all femmes a hug right now. I feel like the femmes are hurting. The masks are hurting, definitely. But the femmes are hurting in a way that you know, it feels mistreated. Like, the mask is hurting because the mask is, like, hurting the mask's self. And that I do empathize with as well. But the femme is hurting from, like, this place of, like, mistreatment feeling in the heart. And just makes me want to give y'all a hug. Alright, any more shuffles? 2 more little shuffles here. Okay, so 2 to 4 weeks. The Divine Masculine in this connection. Near future messages from the Mask to the Femme in regards to this connection for the Water Sign Collective. Okay, messages of love from the... Oh my gosh, keep those. Put them all back. God. Okay. Alright, let's try that again. Leave the 3. Which 2? This 2? Okay, that one back. Okay. Let's run that back. It's like they all, you know, the mask is like, probably types out something really long, and then it's just like, no, delete, never mind, that's not it. Rewind. Thank you, Angels of Love. Angels of Love, there we go, that's much better. Yeah, then they get it right. That's what I'm feeling here. Messages from the Mask to the Femme in the near future in regards to this connection for the Water Sign Collective, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And I thank you so much for this. Any more from the Mask to the Femme in the near future? For the near future energy. 2 more from the Mask. Thank you, Angels of Love. I appreciate you so very much. Ooh, almost. 2 more from the Mask. 2 more from the Mask. 2 more from the Mask to the Femme in near future. 2 to 4 weeks for the Water Sign Collective. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Ooh, there's 1. Thank you, Angels of Love. 1 more from the Mask. 1 more from the Mask in regards to this connection. Near future energy, 2 to 4 weeks from when they see this. There we go. Alright, and they said definitely check the bottom. 2 to 4 weeks, here comes the Mask. Dun, da, da, da. I don't know what I did wrong. Welcome to today's episode of The Mask Has No Idea. The theme continues. Alright, that's not feeling great on the femme side. I feel like the femme is like, that's not promising. But let's hear it out, because the angels worked very hard to give us these messages, so let's take them in. Yeah. 2 to 4 weeks, okay, near future, where this is going, okay? Femmes, if you're watching this mask is still self-sabotaging. You don't want to know who I really am. That's what this says. I know my handwriting's not great. You don't want to know who I really am. So they are, like, hearing you. I feel like there will be communication, like, coming back again in some way for the situation that's been no contact. And also, this is resonating for the other storylines as well that are, like, everything's just, like, on the up and up and y'all are in love. And then something happens and then it's just, like, they're not opening up as much, or, you know, just something shifted energy-wise with the mask, and the mask is just like, you don't want to know who I really am. You don't want, like, it's too dark. It's too whatever. And, like, I'm getting that the femme here is absolutely a water sign, or has strong water sign placements, and it's kind of like, you think you're going to scare me? Oh, no. You think you're going to overwhelm me with emotion? No. Y'all are funny. Anyway, yeah. It goes into this, like, self-inflicted, like, again, hood up, like, you don't want to know me. You don't want to know who I really am. You know what I'm saying? Like, but, I mean, no offense to the mask, but it's just, like, that's coming from a broken place. Because the femme is showing up with warm energy the best that they can, with open energy the best that they can, with loving energy the best that they can, since the beginning of since the present of this connection that we've seen here. But again, probably since the beginning, since they had me say that, but yeah, and this mask is just like, yeah, but you don't really want to know. And I don't think the femme's gonna really like that much, just saying. And so, mask, if you're the mask watching this, which would be a surprise, but if you are the mask watching this, if you don't know what you did wrong 2 to 4 weeks from now, that's what you did, bud. You pushed this femme's love away. All this femme wanted to do was get to know who you really are. This is something interesting that's been happening in these collective readings, is that I've been given the opportunity to call out whichever side of this connection is, like, being the more difficult one, I guess, in the situation. I don't want to say, like, it's all one person's fault or anything, but I don't normally do that in readings, and that's why I've just been finding these so interesting, that I was called to pull these with Venus moving into Aries. And yeah, I don't know, it's just like, I feel like mostly I am tapping in with one of the sides here, and then I'm referring to that side as, like, you, the viewer. But I'm doing, you know, my best to keep it as open as possible, so the interpretation can also be yours, but, like, and the insights can flow more broadly, to those who are here to receive. But, like, one thing that they've been doing is having me call these motherfuckers out. Like, the Earth sign video, please. Woo! I called that motherfucker out. But I'm just saying, and it's no hate towards a mask, but mask, you want to know what you did wrong, bud? You pushed this femme's love away. This femme wanted to know you so much. This femme saw you as magical and wanted to find out as much as they could about you. And they wanted you to talk. They wanted you to just keep on talking and tell them everything and all this stuff. And all, you know, and what'd you do? You just told them that they can't. You can't know me. You don't want to know me. You can't handle it. It's too much. I can't do this to you. Da, da, da. But they wanted to. You didn't let them. So that's where you went wrong, mask. I feel like I don't even want to flip over these cards, to be honest, because that's where you went wrong. I'm going to flip over the rest of these cards because there's a pile. But that's where you went wrong. The end. That's where you went wrong. You pushed this person's love away because you thought it's cooler to keep it to myself. I mean, I'm just saying. That's for some of you. Maybe for some of you, you don't think of it as, like, cool. But you know, you're just, like, so stuck. But, like, just know, it ain't cool to keep all that to yourself when you have someone that's literally, like, putting their heart on a plate for you. And then, mask, you're sitting around feeling like 9 of Swords all the time. Meaning, like, anxiety, stress, can't sleep at night, can't stop thinking about this femme. Like, all this femme wanted to do was talk to you and get to know you. And now you're wondering why she don't want to talk to you and get to know you? Because you pushed her away. You pushed her love away. It's sad. There's a Beatles song that goes, hey, you've got to hide your love away. Don't listen to that. You do not got to hide your love away. You love this femme so much, you act like it. And you let her love you. Let me love you. And until you learn to love yourself. The femme would have done that for you, mask, if you're watching this. The femme would have loved you until you learned to love yourself. The femme would have done that for you. So you want to know what you did wrong 2 to 4 weeks from now? When shit starts going down? Because it's about to. That's what you did wrong. You pushed this femme's love away. I'm listening. So I do feel like tail between the legs energy here, collectively, for whatever storyline you're resonating with. If you're the femme watching, this mask will be tail between their legs, like coming to you, being like, okay, tell me what I did wrong, because I really want to know. I really want to know. And I'm looking at this part of it that says, I hope you know, because the mask doesn't know what he did wrong. So he hopes that the femme knows what he did wrong, and he is listening at some point, 2 to 4 weeks from now. There will be some sort of conversation here in some shape or form. Even if it's not y'all two talking, there might be a third party discussing with him, with the mask, where they went wrong. And they gonna get the truth. Keep me close while you're away. So yeah, this femme is kind of pulling back again. Not to rain on anybody's parade, but even for the storylines that we were seeing of like all that up and up love, like, oh my gosh, this is like, I can't believe this is happening, like, please be my last, like that narrative as well. The femme is going to be distancing at some point, in some shape or form, whether it's just like, you know, just less interaction, or actual physical distance, or actual, like, you know, no contacty, you know, for a little bit kind of thing. Less contact, I guess, is a better word for it, a better phrase for it. There's going to be distancing on all fronts, further from the femme, and for good reason, because the femme don't want to fucking put up with it anymore. I'm just saying. I mean, that's what it feels like. And this mask is still being like, but don't forget about us, you know, like, but like, not because they want to claim you and like keep you on a rope. Like, they don't feel like they're narcissists. They don't feel like anything like that. They feel, this mask just feels like they are so needy. But then when someone's trying to give to them, they're like, no, you don't really want to give me that. But like, they're not even doing it because they want you to keep giving them more. Like, yes, they do want you to keep giving them more, but they don't even realize that they're doing that in a self-sabotage kind of way. They just literally truly feel that way, because once they've opened that door and someone is genuine and does give that love to them, they just immediately like are like, wait, like push you out and close that door real fast, because the last time someone was in there, they made a mess. And it's like, not that they don't trust you, but like, they just don't trust anybody. That's their cycle. Here we go again. They don't trust anybody. They need to heal their mask. They're not being extremely divine masculines right now, but they are working on it. That is why they're going through such a horrible time. For you water signs. So again, here we go. Told you it wasn't over. So, yes, there will be reconciliation here for most all of you. In all of these storylines here, there will be some sort of reconciliation. Again, even the femme knew earlier that there would be a next time. So, it is not over. And we've got this, like, sly little face being like, I told you there was something there. And I don't even think that they're going to say this to the femme. I think they're just going to tell them to themselves, like, I knew if I just kept trying, well, I don't even know what it is that they're trying, but in their head, it's like, if I just kept going, if I just kept trying, that it wouldn't be over. Like, that wouldn't really be over. And apparently there's some reconciliation here. Oh, I watch you all the time. Yeah, they be stalking. They be plotting. They be daydreaming. They be looking at you. Like, when I did this, I wanted to, like, look at my eyes a lot. Like, they're looking at things that have, like, your eyes in them, like pictures, videos, whatever. Yeah, they be watching. They got goo-goo eyes. Yeah. They feel like you're theirs still, is what I'm hearing. 2 wrongs don't make it right. This is accountability. It feels... I'm not gonna lie. You know, why would I? Because that's going against my job. I'm just gonna be straight up. It feels pseudo sincere, okay? But like in the lightest way of the term. Like, it's not fully fake sincerity, but like, it's like they're like, yeah, I know, I fucked up, I did this, and that shit just does not add up, and like, that ain't right of me. They mean what they say. I hope you know I meant it. They mean what they say, but they don't really know what that means. Does that make sense? What they're showing me is like, they're not lying to the femme when they say this. They're not lying to the femme when they're taking accountability. They're not lying when they come to the femme and say, look, I fucked up here and I fucked up there, and that just doesn't add up, and so it makes perfect sense why you did the decisions and did the things that you chose to do. This is for all of y'all collectively, because there's going to be some sort of bump in the road for all of these storylines for the water sign collective. This is what I'm seeing. But this mask eventually, has accountability, right? There's some sort of makeup, and then there's some sort of like talk, and then a makeup, and then a makeup in some way, small, large, whatever makeup would mean to you. And then they are going to show accountability. They're not lying. Just know, femmes, if you're watching this, they're not lying when they say this. They're really not. And mask, if you're watching this, I'm telling you business. That's what I'm doing. Because God told me to. Okay, I'm just saying. So, and maybe this part ain't for you to hear, but if you're here, then you're here. Hello. They're not lying when they say this, femme. They're not. But they don't really even know what they mean what they say. They mean when they say, look, I know I did this, and that doesn't add up, and that makes perfect sense why you chose to, distance yourself, or, whatever the things that transpired were. That's not a lie. The pseudo sincerity comes from a place of it's not exactly telling you what you want to hear. It's more so like they're hearing themselves say it to you because it is coming from a truthful place. Because they do mean it and they do know that you need to hear it. But they don't absolutely feel it in the level of remorse that you would probably prefer them to feel it. Like, they're definitely taking accountability, but they're not, like, in deep guilt and remorse about it. They're just taking accountability and showing it to you and presenting it to you that they know that that's what they did and that's what happened. And, they mean what they're saying. And so I feel like I feel like they're putting this in my head to, like, really get towards you, femme, if you're watching this, because they want you, femme, if you're watching, they want the femme to know that this is honest when they do come forward with this accountability. But the femme is going to get this gut feeling that, like, that didn't feel extremely sincere. And your gut feeling is correct, but it's not because it's a lie. It's just because they don't feel the level of guilt and remorse about things, about mistakes and stuff like that, the same way that you do when you make mistakes and things like that. So their level of guilt, because again, this very well may not be a water sign mask, or if this is a water sign mask, they may have a lot of other, fire elements going on in their big three, or some very strong placements there, even earth as well, but that kind of keep them from being so fully watery and emotionally inept as you. Inept? No. Emotionally inept means the opposite. Emotionally, what's the word? Advanced as you. Please excuse me. I did this in the fire sign one too. I was like, grammar? Who didn't graduate college? Me? Hi. Anyway, so, yeah. So they're not lying. But your intuition that, if you're the femme watching, your intuition that's going to tell you, like, is that really sincere? Because you are going to have some skepticism, as you should, because shit went down, whatever. But it's just, they mean it. It's just because you're feeling that weird, like, do they mean it, though? Because they don't feel a level of guilt and remorse in the same way that you do when you make mistakes. They feel it only a certain amount. And then they're trying to just keep the ball rolling. But it's not out of disrespect. It's just because that's how they operate. So take that as it may. You're my favorite color, and then orange. So orange may be significant for you, you two. Maybe you'll be wearing orange when y'all talk. Maybe, something to do with orange. Or oranges. Maybe there's you'll be drinking orange juice when he hits you up, femme. Anyway, but also orange is like the sacral chakra color, so lots of emotions coming forward from this mask. This mask is tapping into that emotional space, and it's a creative space as well. Yeah, you are their favorite color. something about you is, you know, is colorful to their life, and they want to make that known after they take accountability. Then they want to, you know, say what they did wrong, and then they want to let you know, like, you're still, I'm seeing my fire on this, like, you're still their fire, and fire is orange, so, well, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, yeah, orange is at least a fiery color, is what I'm saying, but, yeah, and here we go, we keep it rolling. I'm so fucking sorry. Like, they are very remorseful. This is collectively here for all of these storylines. Like, some kind of bump in the road is going to come for any of y'all, if it hasn't yet already. But yeah, this mask is coming back with accountability, telling you how much that you're their favorite. They knew it wasn't going to be over. They've been checking on you. They've been feeling you, trying to tap in, trying to receive you in some sort of way. And yeah, they're so fucking sorry. They are so fucking sorry. And they want you to tell them that you need them as much as they need you. Tell me you can't live without me. Like, that is some deep shit. Throat chakra. Yeah, throat chakra. This is hard for them to say. This is hard for them to say. They might not even actually ever say that out loud in that same very way. But they're tapping in. And, you know, for those of you that had this Please Be My Last vibes going on, they're hoping that you still feel that way. Hoping that you still see that. You can't stop this or me, right? So they feel like this is a divine connection, which all connections are divine in their own way, but they feel like this is a divinely guided connection and that it can't be stopped no matter what happens. Like, it's going to continue. There's going to be a chapter 95. There's going to be a chapter 2, wherever you're at in the book. There's going to still be the next page, the next chapter. No matter where it takes y'all, it's not going to stop with y'all in some shape or form. And with the or me, that's just hinting that this mask is kind of stepping into their own power, their own actual divine mask energy, being like, I'm gonna be the divine masculine that I am and make damn sure by Taking Back Sunday, I'm gonna make sure that this does not end, you know what I'm saying? And fuck, I can't take this, right? So if there is a chance that while this mask is coming back and groveling a bit, let's be real, the femme could still be pulling back naturally. This femme, if you're the femme watching, naturally there's skepticism, like we said, and the mask is still gonna be like, fuck, like, I am meaning what I say. She ain't, femme is not believing me. I cannot take this. I cannot take being apart, and I still don't know what I did wrong, because I feel like I figured out what I did wrong, and I feel like I said what I did wrong, and I feel like I apologized and all this, and fuck, like I feel like we both know that this ain't gonna end, like this is meant for something, but like, what the fuck is happening? Like, why is femme still like making me, like, crawl through the dirt? But hey, that's on you, femme. And then kind of pushes him away because of that. So leave me alone right now. So then he goes back to his little hole of darkness because he feels like he cannot get you back. And he's trying so hard. And you might not be giving him the time of day like you once were. But guess what? I'm a tree. You're the sun and the soil and the rain. You're everything to him. You help him grow. You have helped him grow. Like, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Like, you've been so nurturing to him. And he thought he had another chance. And it's just, I'm seeing sand through open fingers. Like, it's just slipping through his hands. 2 to 4 weeks. 2 to 4 weeks, he still won't know what he did wrong. He'll figure something out. He'll see the things he did wrong. But he still won't understand why it's not enough to get you back. And then he gets stressed out. The advice cards aren't coming till after we pull for the femme, of course. But I just want to say to the femme, be wary of how skeptical you are of this mask. Because if you really do love this mask, and you really do want this second chance from this mask, you being overly skeptical of him is going to push him away. Even after this second chance presents itself. Even after he's opening up and all this, everything that you've been wanting to hear, really. Which is not manipulation. Like, he really is trying. But he doesn't feel the same, like, emotive depth is what I'm hearing that you do. So that's why you're thinking that it's insincere, but it's not. It's just the level of his emotional intelligence. Like, Point blank period. So if you are continuously overly skeptical of him, even when he's, you know, jumping through hoops and, you know, crawling through, I'm seeing like rocks and sand and dirt, like, you know, stuff scraping his knees, trying to like get back to you, this will push him away. But he won't have any hard feelings, obviously, because he knows you're everything to him. But it will push him away again, because he'll feel like he can't do nothing right. So just keep that in mind, fam. Just keep that in mind. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong by having some questions and some skepticism, but just keep that in mind, that he's not lying. He just doesn't feel in the same ways that you feel as far as depth goes. And so that's why sometimes you mistake it for being not genuine. That's what they're showing me. All right, any more shuffles for the femme? Okay, so divine femme messages. Take it, keep it, leave it. Oh my gosh, keep it or put it back. Keep it, put it back. Okay, so divine messages from the femme to the mask 2 to 4 weeks from now in regards to this connection. 2 to 4 weeks from now for the water sign collective. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Messages from femme to the mask in regards to this connection 2 to 4 weeks from now. Near future. Thank you so much, angels. I love you so much. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for protecting this connection. Thank you all for watching. Any more from the femme? Okay, a lot more. Messages from the femme in regards to this connection in the near future. There we go. Thank you so much, angels. Messages from the femme in regards to this connection for the water sign collective. Near future, 2 to 4 weeks from now. I mean, they keep falling on the floor. So, when you say something, femme, it's coming out hot. There's 2 more in there, they say. Thank you, angels. Alright, 2 more from the femme for the near future in regards to this connection. 2 to 4 weeks from now. 1 more from the femme. Thank you, angels. 1 more from the femme in the water sign collective. Thank you so much. Check the bottom. Of course. Breaking my heart. Like, literally. A rose is not enough. Oh, man. The plot just thickens, bro. I'm already seeing it. Yeah. Overall energy, 2 to 4 weeks from now, where this is heading, you're just still going to feel like it ain't enough. And that's what we were just saying, is that, like, there's some skepticism. There's some, like, I don't know if I believe his apology. I don't know if I believe what he's saying about, like, this rekindling and this reconciliation. I don't know if I believe that this is going to keep going where I thought it was going, or going to go where I ever thought it could go. You know, I don't know. It's just not something, this is not enough. This feels like, you know, roses and daisies, but like they can't be, it's not enough. It's not going to last. Or maybe these roses aren't real, you know, roses really smell like poo, 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 you know, type of thing. Old Outcast song. So, yeah, these overall energies in general and collectively for you water signs, I love y'all so much. But yeah, I gotta say, where this connection is going is the plot is just thickening. The plot is just thickening. The mask's overall energy in the near future, 2 to 4 weeks, is I don't know what I did. And your energy is what you did was you didn't do enough. Alright, so what we got here? So you can be old, ugly, broke, anything, and I'd still love you. So this is the femme coming forward being like, I would have done anything for you. You want to show up and you want to apologize and stuff like this. I want you to know, like, I had unconditional love for you from the get-go. Because I'm capable of that. But you kept me at a distance because you don't think anybody wants to know the real you. Right? These are twin cards. Oopsies. Sorry, angels. These are twin cards, right? You could be anything and I'd still love you. Oh, you don't want to know who I really am. So there's the disconnect right there. Telling a story, babies. Here we are. And yeah. I hope you're okay. You know, that's the femme. That's the femme's natural nurturing energy. The femme is in their divine feminine bag. Period. Water signs, femme water signs, you are in your divine feminine bag. Period. You're out there to nurture freely and like with exclusivity in mind, because you are deserving of like that divine counterpart. Not all of you may be like for monogamy, but like, there's this feeling where it's like a laser focused need to nurture and desire to give as that like natural like empress that you are right now. Queen energy, empress energy, and yeah, that's, I mean, it don't get much more matched than that. You could be anything and I'd still love you. Oh, you don't want to know who I really am. Well, I hope you're okay. Like, what else can you say to that? I feel like the femme is tired with being like, okay, let me be your therapist again, I guess. I don't know if you ever were, but like, your voice plus my name equals music. So again, this is leading towards that reconciliation, that like makeup. There is going to be some sort of makeup where like maybe it's a phone call because it involves voice, or it could involve music. Like if the person makes music, things like this. But yeah, I feel like that's what's leading to like this reconciliation that we saw on the mask end for the near future. Yeah, too good to be true. So the femme loves this. The femme is like, wow, we're clicking again. It's happening again. Yes. But then, like alone with the femme's self in the night, or like in between pauses of texts or pauses of conversation, the femme is like, oh wait, too good to be true though, in the not cool way. Because like at first it's like, wow, this is like so good, it can't even be real, I love it. And then it's just like, oh wait, what if that's the thing? Like it's so real that it feels so good that it's not real. That's the skepticism coming in. And then this mask is like, I did this, I want to take accountability and say that I did this and I'm sorry, I'm so fucking sorry, you are my favorite color. And then you're just like, you know what, shut up with all the apologies, like I just been waiting for you to come back and want me, so just can you shut up and hold me? Like that's your energy. You're just like, we got this, whatever, I've been waiting for this, bring it in. And then we have I'm okay without you. Interesting. I feel like that's something you keep to yourself, femme, if you're watching. I don't think that's something that you say to them. Yeah, I just want to go home. So if there's a reconciliation here that involves like meeting up, or like like I said, if y'all lived together and then like separated and then like came back together in the same home or whatever, like it's like you're gonna, or either that, or like y'all don't live together but just hadn't been like coming over, like sleeping over or doing those things anymore. Maybe you do go for like a sleepover and then you just end up being like, in your head, I don't think you say this, but like in your head you're kind of just like, honestly, I really don't have to be here. Like I really am fine without you. I was doing pretty good before you showed back up. I mean, like I wasn't doing great, but like I was working on it. Like I was getting there. And I kind of just want to go back to doing that. Like that's what it's feeling like. And then this is where it's leading to like this, like, fuck, I can't take this, like I can't lock her in, she's not trusting me, please help me. So yeah, I feel like this is you reaching out to God. This is you reaching out to friends. I don't think this is you reaching out to the mask whatsoever. Maybe a small few of you, but this feels like reaching out to friends, reaching out to God. They're saying yes. So like you're just like, what am I supposed to do with this? Please, like, help me. And it's not even like that, like, blasé, but like, there could be like a lot of heavy tears, heavy emotions here, being like, truly on your knees, begging God, begging, please, begging, I'm a poet. Wait, no, sorry. Excuse my meanness. Anyway, but no, you could really be begging God, begging your friends for help on this situation. What the fuck do I do? Because I can't tell. You can't fucking tell. And then the more you can't fucking tell, then he pulls away again. And then you're feeling this even more. Because you're just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then at the end of the day, you're everything to him, right? But you're like, what? And here we go again with the double confirmation on that. You go back to writing. Circle, 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 circle. We go back where we started. Here we go again. We talked about Haley Williams earlier. And all the things you said, and now I'm wondering, just who would I have been to be the one attached at all times to your hip? Forget the things we swore we meant. Like, literally, what's that song? I'll write you just to let you know that I'm alright. Can't say I'm sad to see you go, 'cause I'm not. Like, that's where it leads for you. Interesting. That is, and then the song is called Here We Go Again by Paramore. Anyway, check it out if you don't know that song. If you don't know that song, what is he doing? It's fine. It doesn't have to be goodbye forever. Still holding hope at the end of the day. You know why? Because you're a lover. And there ain't no shame in that. There ain't no shame in that. And y'all both end on a high note anyway. This could just be a matter of more misfired timing because of these cycles that y'all are both breaking separately and together. Again, it's a divinely purposed connection regardless of this outcome for this near future. And this is just near future. This isn't like the end all be all of everything, but this is where it's heading. But yeah, you both end on a high note though, because he backs away and still knows that you're everything to him. You're everything and more, right? And then you back away and you go back to writing. No speaking, just writing. And you know that it doesn't have to be goodbye forever. You don't really want it to be. You don't really know what you want it to become as far as like it not being goodbye, but you definitely don't want this person like deleted out of your life. Even though that seems like the right thing to do sometimes because you don't know what else to fucking do. All right, let's get some advice cards and then we'll wrap this up. Thank you for watching. I know we're over an hour deep in here. Whose advice coming first? Femme or mask? Femme, of course. What kind of shuffle? We're doing a little stack shuffle. A little natural shuffle, okay. Alright, femme, let's get your advice here. Advice for the femme in regards to this connection. For the water sign collective, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Alright. Pull 3 from the top for you femmes. Okie dokie, check the bottom. Okay. What we got? Love is just an inch away. So don't give up on love. Don't give up on love. Alright? This connection, there could be more love here. Even after this near future. I'm hearing likely, right? Even after this near future premonition, all these messages that we've just received here, thank you angels. There could still very much be romantic love here. And again, they were saying likely. But also, just in general, don't give up on love because of how this is going down. You're fully capable of receiving love and deserving of receiving love. Don't give up on love. It's right around the corner. If you give up, then you'll never know. And you deserve to know. Not only do you deserve to know, but you know you want to know. So don't play yourself. I love y'all, but I'm going to call you out. Don't play yourself. You know you want to know where love is. And it's just an inch away. Just don't give up. Keep little cute little wormy self. Just keep traveling along. It's going to hit you in a good way. I can't live without you here. As advice. I mean, you just gotta be real. You gotta be real with yourself, and you gotta be real with this person when they do try to reconcile with you in the next 2 to 4 weeks. You gotta be real with them and be like, I really wanted you and always wanted you, and like, I'm seeing this for you, femme, right now. Is like, you don't even really want to know the real me because I was like going crazy over here without you. You gotta be real. You gotta let these feelings out. Keep doing that writing that you're doing, okay? And don't judge yourself. Like, literally, you know, even if it's just like one sentence. It doesn't have to be like a journal prompt. It doesn't have to become a poem. It doesn't have to become anything. Even if you're just typing in your phone, you're just being like, man, I just really feel like da 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 da. All of it. Because it's just you and you. You know, it's just you and you. No one else has to see it. No one else has to know about it. Just be real with yourself and get all these feelings out there, like, out of your body. Like, out of your mind, out of your body. Get them out some way. And even when they show back up again, get them out again. Be real with yourself. Sorry, that's my dog. Be real with yourself. Be real with the person, as vulnerable as you can, right? Because the more vulnerable we are with someone, and honest that we are with someone, yes, it's a risk, but if it's someone that we're in love with, that's the best risk that we could take. Because then there's no questions left on your end, like from what you can give, because you gave your full truth. So don't be afraid to give your full truth, and don't give up on love. And with future relationships, if there is a different person that comes in, aside from this particular mask, or if this mask comes back in the far future, again, we've just peeked into the next 2 to 4 weeks. It's not the whole forever. Don't be afraid to keep being vulnerable and keep sharing those things, because that 1 inch, that 1 inch is like just right there, and the strength that you need to get there could be your strength of being vulnerable, which is a strength of yours. I just can't get you out of my head. So yeah, you're gonna have to yeah, so these two together as advice. Again, be honest with yourself. Stop trying to get them out of your head. Accept the fact that they're stuck in your head right now. Turn it into whatever you can, writings, whatever it is you can turn it into something. Get it out. Even if you don't tell nobody about it, even if it lasts months, even if I don't know how long it'll last, but just doesn't matter. Don't think about it that way. Just accept the fact that you can't get them out of your head. Stop trying to act like it doesn't exist, because it does. And that it doesn't hurt, because it does. And that it didn't hurt, because it did. And if it's recurring to you and feels like some sort of trauma that's cycling back, address that. Accept that, write it, get it out somehow, some way. Of course, seek a therapist and stuff like that if that's something that you feel called to do. But otherwise, just be honest with yourself, or be honest with a friend, be honest with God, whatever feels best for you. But stop trying to act like this ain't nothing. If you want to really heal, and you want to really reach this love that you're looking for, whether it's with this person or another person coming in, you gotta accept these things, and this is part of the process of the healing. And as deeply as you feel, it feels like you're afraid to feel these things, but you've felt things so much deeper before in your life. You feel everything deeply. So why is this so scary? Ask yourself that. Why is it scary to feel this? Feeling this is going to be the key to your next step, to that next spark, is what I'm hearing. Whether it's a new spark between the both of you, or a future person. Because say it's between the both of you. Obviously the mask has a lot of healing to do here. But whatever healing that you have here to do, even if it is seemingly insane, ruminating and all that stuff, if you can get through that, and you can. You can allow yourself to start that process to get through that, it ripples through the ether, through the entire collective, and it will, without you knowing, because this mask is so energetically connected to you through an energetic cord that y'all share, which you can break if you'd like to, whatever. Call upon your angels, hit me up if you want help with that. But I'm just saying, if you can just let yourself feel these things, let yourself process these things, let yourself go through these things like people go through things, right? You've gone through things, you know this. Being corded to this person, it's going to ripple through and assist this person in their next step of healing as well, and vice versa. And sorry, that's my dog. Her ear's bothering her, so my tip jar thingy is in the bio. No, she's okay, but it's just been bothering her. I need to get her little ear cleaner meds. But anyway, so that's your advice. Feel this shit, and don't give up on love, because it's so close. And for those of you who really feel strongly for this mask, don't give up on it. Then it's so close. Even if it's just still keeps misfiring. I'm thinking of The Office. You know how Jim and Pam, they just were that. Y'all could be Jim and Pam. It's just gotta have that right fucking moment. And if you remember, spoiler alert, the show's been out for a gazillion years, but Pam gave up on the trying, on the control, on the resentment, on the jealousy, on the everything. Pam gave up on all that shit to do with Jim, right? And Jim was actually this close to moving on from Pam, because Jim had his own resentments and his own obsessions and his own things about Pam. And all it took was just that one day, that one miraculous day, that one miraculous event, and boom, it hit him. There's only one fucking thing that he wants more than anything. And it hasn't ever worked out. Doesn't know if it'll work out. But today feels like the day that he's gonna fucking do something about it. And he shows up unexpectedly in the office when he was supposed to be leaving forever, for good. And he asked Pam on a date. And from then on, they're together forever, as we know. You know what I'm saying? Or as far as we know. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all could be Jim and Pam if that's what you want with this person. So, if you don't want to give up, don't give up. But, you know, do as you will. Don't have to sit and wait on a park bench. But, you gotta feel these things, though. You're not, I'm telling you right now, I'm sorry to call you out, but you're not letting yourself feel them completely, and you got to. You got to. It's not fun, but you got to. This just flew out from the mask end. Just wanted to share it. Hold on, I'm not ready. It's timing. It's timing. When will he be ready? I don't know. I don't know. If you want to book something personal and private with me in regards to a particular situation, let's do it. The info is in my bio on how to connect with me on that. But yeah, something big here about the timing. Just, and again with the Jim and Pam reference, like they say that a lot in the show leading up to that moment where Jim finally comes back to Pam, where she's like, I guess, you know, we just never had the timing right, da 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 da, and then the timing is right, baby. Don't give up. It's an inch away, and if it's not with this mask, it's with somebody. But even if it's with a new person, you still gotta feel this shit. You have to. You have to acknowledge it. You have to accept it about yourself. Don't judge yourself. Stop beating yourself up. Stop calling yourself a little bitch. Stop calling yourself bad names, bad terms, whatever. You are just a person feeling. Allow yourself to feel. You know how to do that. You know how to do that more than a lot of people know how to do that. And you know this. Okay, advice for the mask. Here we go. The mask is watching. Are you watching, mask? Okay, we'll kind of shuffle. Do a little stack. Okay. Good. 3 from the bottom for the mask's advice. Alrighty, mask. Can't stop thinking about you. Come on, yo. Y'all's advice is even the same. Could y'all be any more... Could y'all be any more, like, meant to be, but, like, for the most wild reason that, like, is still yet to be seen? Like, this is just crazy. This is, it's amazing, but it's just wild. Can't stop thinking about you. He's got to accept this. Mask, you got to accept this. Everything I just said to the femme, same thing to you. You got to accept this. Come over. Mask, your advice is to let this femme know how much you can't stop thinking about them, right? And we saw this in the beginning of the reading as well, on the bottom of the deck. But you gotta let this femme know that you can't stop thinking about them, and you gotta ask them to come over and meet IRL if you have not, or just come over in general if y'all have been apart, or whatever it is. You gotta make this femme feel wanted. If you don't want this to happen again, where you're confused and you don't understand what you did wrong and what's going on, you really got to make this femme feel wanted. Big time. Extra wanted. And you do extra want this femme, so don't play. Playing cool ain't cool no more. Not to a divine femme. You don't treat a divine femme that way. No. Divine femme doesn't like breadcrumbs for dinner. Divine femme wants the whole 4-course meal. Because they deserve it. And they know they do. Because they've done the work. Okay? So, love you, mask. I ain't trying to put no pressure on you. But, your advice? Say it how it really is. Not only how you really feel it and how it really is, but say it how you know she deserves it. And if you don't know she deserves it, now you know. Yes, picture us. So, mask, you gotta pull out all the stops. You gotta pull out all the stops if you want any chance with this, and as far as this reconciliation and everything goes that we have on the potentials here for the near future. You gotta, I mean, I'm not saying love bomb. Don't be love bombing here. Femme, be wary, because you're looking at Mask's advice right now, probably. Be wary if there's love bombing flags going on. But you gotta pull out the stops. You gotta tell this femme, all I do is think about you. Please, like, come over and hang out with me and be with me and all that good stuff. Like, think of what we could do. That's your key. And if she starts to get skeptical and you start feeling like this, just know when you start questioning, what did I do wrong? Whatever you did wrong was that you did not give her enough. Because remember, her overall energy for the femme's overall energy for the near future was a rose is not enough. So don't just buy her no flowers. She can buy herself flowers, Miley Cyrus, okay? But she cannot give herself, I mean, she can give herself anything. She's divine femme. But you can give her these things that she deserves from a counterpart, okay? I'm also getting just like, you know, you having to come to terms with, you know, that this is not any regular bitch is what I'm hearing. Like, you have to come to terms with this is not just some regular bitch. And you know it's not. But, like, I don't think you've really ever if you're watching this, I don't think you've ever really messed with someone or tried to, like, court someone like this divine femme. So you gotta come different. You gotta show up differently. You gotta come correct. Okay? I love you all so very much. Do I need to check the bottom? Okay, no. We're good. Thank you all. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for protecting this connection. Thank you all who love and watch over me from the light. Thank you, angels of love, for these delightful messages for the Water Sign Collective. I love you all so much. I hope you enjoyed this. Please check out everything in my description for more info on booking anything with me. And it's very nice to meet you all if I don't know you all already. My name is Lex once again. And yeah, I hope to see you around. I'll have a website up soon. And, you know, God's timing. Anyway, sound like I said Tommy or Tummy. But anyway, yeah, and I wish you all well. Wish you all the best and highest, most divinely aligned outcome in this situation. Sorry for my dog's tappity nails that I need to clip yet again. And yeah, I love you all so very much. Thank you for watching. And yeah, hit me up on Instagram, well, you can't really hit me up on TikTok, but you can find me on TikTok and Instagram, all under the same name, lexrayangelica. All the details is in the description. If you want to book with me a private reading, a personal reading, then definitely DM me on Instagram or email me, lexrayangelica@gmail.com. And I do have little tip options down there. I wasn't joking when I said that. So if you do feel like leaving me a little tip, I appreciate it. It helps me keep my energy going. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. I disconnect this connection now with the help of Archangel Michael. I send all the energies of the water sign collective back to them, and I return my energy back to me. And I wish you all well. I love you all so very much. I love you, Jesus. I love you, God. I love me. Blessed be.